Hey, what's going on, Berean Baptist Church family? Pastor Dave here for this week's edition of the Sunday Preview. Two things I want to get into off the top. Number one, I want to give you a heads up on our first sermon series we're going to be diving into together. And number two, I want to just give you a couple coaching tips as it relates to fellowship hour in this season of rest and renewal. So let's start off at the top. Let's talk sermon series. We're going to be diving into a 4-week series through Paul's letter to a guy by the name of Philemon. The title of the sermon series is going to be called Partnership and the Community of Christ. I believe this sermon series will lean into some of the most sensitive but critical areas of our lives, our relationships with one another, as it relates to our relationship with the Lord. I believe this letter, though it is Paul's shortest that we have in Scripture, it could be his most important as it relates to the Christian life. And so I'm just encouraging you, be here this Sunday for the 10:30 kickoff of this new sermon series, Partnership and the Community of Christ. That's the sermon series. Let's talk fellowship hour real quick. I mentioned last week that we have an opportunity to step into a season of rest and renewal. What that looks like is pressing pause on programs and activities and doubling down on people and connection. I just envision this time, though we are pressing pause, and you'll see it even in the email, there's some things we usually do that we won't be doing formally. We will, though, be having that opportunity for us to pack some bags and get the food pantry ready, but that, if we have the right amount of people, should only take 15 minutes. Other than that, I just envision that being a time of three things: coffee, conversation, and connection. I believe that to the degree that we spend time together, we will be able to know one another. And to the degree that we know one another, we'll be able to love one another. I want to encourage you that as you're engaging in conversation and connection this week, be discerning how you might be able to lift up a prayer for that person right then and there on the spot. While we might not be having our formal time of prayer, man, I believe fellowship hour could be one of the most organically prayerful moments of our entire week. I'm so excited to learn this new rhythm with you. I believe it has the potential to be the catalyst for great missional engagement as we re-engage this rhythm in the fall. I look forward to seeing you. I can't wait to dive into this new sermon series with you. We'll see you then.